Hi guys. Today's video, I just want to talk about how I'm recovering and some troll comments. I don't know if they're troll comments or what. I don't know. They're funny comments anyway. 2 comments. There's a few strange comments actually. That's why I don't look at the comment section anymore, because I get someone else to look at it for me. It's crazy. And if you've got issues, mental health issues, I'm telling you, if you want to start a YouTube channel, get someone to read or moderate or do your comments for you, because you'll be sucked into, you can be sucked into arguments even, and having to respond to people saying bad stuff. The sad thing is there's lots of good people that say good stuff, but in order to see them, you have to go into the forest, as it were. You've got beautiful trees there, lots of trees in a forest, let's say. This is an example. And you've got beautiful apples in one tree, another you've got beautiful pears, another not so beautiful apple, a bit sour, but it's still giving you some nice apples, giving you something nice, and you appreciate that, figs. And then you see just a tree there that doesn't give you anything, but it's there and it's nice, and you appreciate it. But then you get the shit. And you don't know when you go into that forest what's going to happen. If there's going to be, I don't know, if you're going to slip over some leaves that fell on the floor, or, you know what I mean? There's going to be, every time you go into the comment section, there's going to be the regular guys or people who comment and say nice things. And you're really happy to see those people, or, see what they say. But then you're going to get the ones that don't say good things. And I suppose it's difficult to get used to. You can't really get used to it, because we have an inbuilt system here to run away from the negatives. And the negatives actually hurt you. They're supposed to hurt you, because throughout, I don't know, time, evolution, if you believe in evolution, or through long periods of our existence, we had to avoid negative things. Saber-toothed tiger, negative, that can kill me. It will cause stress. It will cause digestion to stop or slow down, and the flight or fight system is triggered, and you have to run. But now we don't have a saber-toothed tiger. We have someone that says, you should be ashamed of yourself, and it's bad, right? But you can't run away from it, because it's not an imminent threat. But in our mind, it is. So anyway, those are the things I just wanted to discuss today.
Making your video.
Yeah. No, go and wash. You have to wash here. You've got all black here. You can't go out like that. And change this. You can't go out like this. Mummy will be really angry. Just change.
I'll just put my coat on and my jump.
No, it looks horrible. You can see when you first came in, I could see you're dirty.
You won't be able to see it.
Just put a new thing on, please. I'll wait for you. It's okay.
I want to go quick. So.
Just put a new t-shirt on, okay? Just put a clean t-shirt on.
I won't have to. I'll just put my coat on and zip it up. You won't see it.
Okay, and clean your face though. It looks like you got a black eye.
Wait, let me see what I can have.
It looks like you got a black eye. Go and clean your face.
Looks like freckles.
Yeah. So, yeah, since last was it last time I went to the hospital, and I don't know what happened. Maybe it's the combination of like stress. I don't know. It's a lot of stress in my life, and I don't know what happened. Maybe I missed a dose. But usually when I miss a dose, unless I miss 2 doses, and the combination of stress, not seeing any sun. Today it was a little bit sunny. Now it's a little bit sunny, so it's nice. Well, not sunny, but the sun is there. Yeah, no, it's okay. I don't know what happened. No idea. I tested my blood pressure. It's 1. Now it's like back to 124/84 or something, which is fantastic. I was complaining before. I wanted it to be 117/75, 78. I'm happy it's like in the 120s to 80 something. So what I did do, I started walking the dogs, outside the gate. So I took 3 dogs out, which is like 15 minutes each. So today I should have walked them, but I didn't. So I have to kind of ease into it, because I was sweating a lot. Then I had a bath. I had an Epsom salts bath. If I start to look after myself more, have more of those Epsom salt baths. You know, they're quite, it's like I'm pampering myself, washing myself, which is good because lowers inflammation, you know, because when you sweat and then the toxins are trying to get out of your body, but then you let them become reabsorbed into the body, I think inflammation increases. And so if you wash every day, which I never did, apart from in the summer, no, not even in the summer, then, you know, I feel better about myself and actually be healthier. I did that yesterday. I did exercise yesterday. Today I didn't do it, so I'll do it again tomorrow. I'm starting to implement these lifestyle changes, lifestyle factors, lifestyle changes, and do these tasks every day. Taking the dogs outside the gate, taking 3 dogs a day, and then eventually 6 dogs a day, which will be, if it's 20 minutes each, that's 2 hours. I'm going to work up to that, three dogs a day. Okay, so I have to go now. I'll speak to you guys a little bit later because I have to go and get food for the doggies. I'm going to take my son out. See you guys in a bit.
6 southbound because of an accident after junction 10A, the M54.
Yeah, guys, so sorry, it took a long time in the supermarket. Yeah, so I think there was a lady, her name is Patricia, we call it. We'd call her in Italian, but I think she sent seems to be like a nice message, but you don't know, it could be like sarcastic. So she was saying something like, this person is sad. Obviously I've been watching some of his videos and he's mentally ill or has mental health problems. Somebody was saying, oh, you don't have to be smug about it, another commenter, and then she said, I'm not being smug, I'm just telling the truth. So then I thought, oh, okay. But then I looked back at some of her other messages because I don't check my comment section. I think I realized why the other guy said you don't have to be smug about it, because she's been giving me some like nasty comments, a little bit nasty, like talking about my parents. And you see, with me, you can call me an idiot, you can call me the B word, you can say anything you want. As soon as you start like interfering with my relationship with my parents or talk about my parents, then I go into nuclear mode. You know, the nuclear option then is chosen in my brain. So this lady, I think I was nice to her, but I think I was too nice to her. Certain people deserve to be treated nicely. And if there's any doubt, you know, you should treat people nicely. When I hear things like, you should be ashamed of yourself, you know, and things like my parents, if they're looking down from above, you know, when they passed away, they would wonder, you know, something like they'd be disappointed in me that all my, you know, the money has, obviously I have to give half of my money, or sorry, my parents' money, because I inherited it, right? And I did inherit it. She keeps going on about my inheritance and stuff like that, as if this woman is like, I don't know, is she jealous or something that my parents love me enough so much? I'm going to explain to this lady, but you guys know the story already. I'm fed up, right, of people saying that because I didn't work most of my life and I've had mental health problems, you inherited everything from your parents. So what? So what? Can you explain to me what the problem is? If you have a loving mother and a loving father, they give you everything. I'm sorry that your parents weren't, you know, they didn't give you everything. You know, if my parents gave me that, if they didn't give you that, then it's your problem and your parents. I was brought up a different way, and I was lucky to have these parents and unbelievably grateful. Even now that they've passed away, my mum passed away in 2003, I still, every time it's her birthday, I get a birthday card. I pray to my mum. I love my mum still. Even though she's not here, she is here. She is here and she is here. She'll always be here for me. And my dad will always be here for me, in my mind and in my heart. So whoever wants to complain and say, you should be ashamed, what? How can you say that to a person? Obviously, she's been watching my videos, right? And she knows a little bit about me. I suffer from social anxiety, or it's called it used to be called social phobia. And the problem with that is, like, you feel embarrassed and you feel ashamed. I'm not going to swear. How the hell could you say to a person like me, you should feel ashamed? Lady, I felt ashamed most of my life. Most of my adult life, I felt ashamed. to be in front of a crowd, to be in front of people, to go for interviews. Why do you think I haven't worked for decades? Because I've got social anxiety. Social anxiety means that you go red, you feel everybody's looking at you, you have panic attacks. It's not because you're bloody lazy. Calm down, calm down. Then she says, well, the inheritance, the money that you spent was not yours, and it was like your parents' money. You know, it keeps going on about my parents' money, my parents' money, my parents' money. All right, I know, right? I know it's my parents' money. There's some things that people don't understand. From when I was younger, my parents said to me, you know, because they had the house in London, they rented the rooms, and they said, Gerald, all you have to do is just rent the rooms in the house, and you don't even have to work a lot of money. You know, you don't have to kill yourself to make money. This is the exact words my mum and dad would say to me. Son, you don't have to kill yourself to make money. Just rent the rooms, you can have a business. How did I know that I was going to get divorced and half of my inheritance taken away from me? You don't know, do you? I mean, there were times like 10 years my mum lived in Sicily looking after my grandmother because she was paralyzed. And I didn't see her for that time. My dad would go there for a few months and then come back, then go there again. And I'd be at home looking after this house, this inheritance. Sometimes people would stay there, so I would clean the rooms, I would look after those tenants, I would take the money, keep it for my parents. And it's not as if I grew up at the age of 16, 17, I'd leave, 18, leave home, and then suddenly come back when they're sick, you know, when they're older, and then want my inheritance. No, I never actually left. I never left my parents until they passed away. I never left. So I was with them all my life. So I was with them if some bad stuff happened. So I protected my parents. I lived with them. They protected me. That's what happens in a family, right? You love your family. They love you. You're a unit. You're a team. And so as I was growing up, my parents said to me, son, all we have is yours. And so what I did in return is I gave my life to them. I didn't go out, but I mean, it's not that, how do I say this? I didn't get married. I didn't have a girlfriend and stuff like that. I didn't go out into the world. Maybe I didn't go out into the world because I felt I didn't have to. Whereas friends and cousins, they'd get married, they'd leave because their parents would kick them out at the age of 18 or 20. My parents actually wanted me with them. And so it's like a deal, like a non-verbal kind of agreement. And I stayed with my parents. You know, maybe I didn't sacrifice anything because I had social anxiety. But some people will say, well, maybe it was your parents' fault because they protected you too much. And you knew you had a home base there, so you didn't have to go out anywhere. So you didn't have to go out and, how do you say, desensitize yourself, go out and explore the world. So you became more insular. You had your problems got worse and worse and worse. You couldn't go out and work because you thought in the back of your mind, well, you've got this house. At the end of the day, you can rent the house, as your parents always told you growing up as a child. So I had this programming inside my head. You know, it seems as though some people might listen to my story and say, oh, this guy, I like this guy a lot, but you know, why doesn't he work? And it looks like he took his parents' inheritance. They worked all their life and he did nothing. What do you mean I did nothing? I lived with my parents all my life. I didn't go out and work because I stayed with my parents. You know, I helped them at home. I helped them. I was with them. I just became part of them. I didn't have my own life. I became part of them. I was the son. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm never going to say anything bad about my parents. You just did. No, I didn't. I said this is what some people might think. And yes, maybe they have a part to play in all this, the reason why I'm so messed up. But if they did, they didn't mean to. It wasn't, you can say it's their fault. Okay, but they didn't mean to. They were well-meaning people. They loved me and they cherished me and they wanted to, I was their treasure. And so they wanted to protect me and keep me at home, you know, so they, you know, I wouldn't, I'm like a bloody prince, like a king. You know, looked after. I'm not saying we were rich or anything like that and I could have everything I wanted, but I felt abundant all my life. This is the only time that I don't have any money and in debt. This is weird to me, you know, very strange. Yeah, so I just wanted to say to that lady, I mean, she goes on and on and on. You don't know nothing about my life. You don't know nothing about my parents. Oh, if they're looking down, that they would be disappointed or something like that. How the hell do you know how my parents think? I tell you now what they would think. If they're looking down now, they'll say, son, these things happen. It's only money. You know, I know it's a lot of money. It's everything that we worked for, but you are everything that we worked for. You are our treasure. Money, you can make money again, or money comes and goes, but you're a human being. You're a soul. You're our child. We love you. That's what my parents would say. They wouldn't be disappointed. Oh, you think they care so much about money, just like you. You're the only person that thinks about money. They'd be disappointed. Maybe your parents would be disappointed. Sorry that I talk about your parents, but don't talk about my parents when you don't know them. You don't know anything about my parents or my relationship with my parents. You should be ashamed or shame. Why should I be ashamed? You should be ashamed at sending troll comments. I don't understand how people can say you should be ashamed. Why should I be ashamed? There's a lot of people in this world that, if people should be ashamed, are further, up the queue than I am, and yet they're not ashamed. One of those people is you. Yeah, talk about my inheritance. The only people I feel sorry for is your mum and dad. So, what am I, some evil bastard that you don't feel sorry for me? Okay, if you don't feel sorry for me, fair enough. But then in the last comment you say, oh yeah, feel really sad. This man has got mental health problems. No, you don't feel sad at all. According to all the hate comments that you sent in the past, you don't feel sad at all. All you want to do is troll and talk bad about people. If you're tough and you think you're better than me, which you probably are, it doesn't take much to be better than me. Please create your own channel and let's see all your skeletons. At least I talk about all my bad stuff. Nobody knows anything about you. So are you saying that you have no problem? You have never made a mistake in your life? As Jesus said, I don't know even if you're a Christian or whatever. It doesn't matter though, because the statement, whatever, is an interesting one. He who has no sin cast the first stone, and everybody dropped the stones because everybody has got sin. So are you telling me that you have no sin? You've never made any mistake? If people say shame on you, how would you like it? You would say to them, well, have you never made any mistakes? And what mistake did I make? Why shame on me? What did I do? I fell in love. I found a woman. Then she changed. I haven't changed. If my wife one day, well, it's too late now, but let's say 6 months ago, a year ago, a few months ago, said, look, I love you. Sorry, I made the mistake. I would have forgiven her. I still would forgive her, but I can't go back to her. I haven't changed. Nothing has happened. I've always had mental health problems. It's just that I had money and my money went down. And then when there's no money, some ladies say, well, what's the point of sticking around? This guy is only going to go downhill with his mental health, his physical health. Why should I be a carer, a nanny for a man? Maybe that's the way she thinks. So why shame on me? What, shame on me for being human? Shame on me for being, I don't understand what the point is. I haven't worked for many years. Is it shame on me for not working? For having mental health problems? Shame on me for losing my parents' money? Because it's not mine. To be honest, some people have taken their parents' money and pissed off to another country and left their parents in a care home and the government having to look after them. I didn't do that. So how am I so fucking bad, so evil? I took that money, I sold the house in London, and I put money aside for my dad because I always thought it was his money. Although he gave it to me, to be honest, my dad would have said, look, piss off, go somewhere and let the government pay for it. But I didn't do that because I have a bloody conscience. So shame on me. Why? Why shame on me? Explain yourself. But you're not going to explain yourself. It's easy online just to say, shame on you. I don't know. I only feel sorry for his parents. And this person has a mental illness. Well, please explain to me what my imperfection is. What's my mental illness? I explained everything. I've got social anxiety, depression, and anxiety, of course. And I've been taking medication for 30 years. Where is my mental illness? You are the only one that has mental illness. You're the person who sees a person who's had trauma in their lives and all these problems, and you kick them whilst they're down. But yeah, I'm not going to take it. I'm just going to say to you, lady, there's something wrong with you. I should know because there's something wrong with me. People like you are considered normal, but I don't understand why you have to talk like that anyway. I don't know why I'm talking to you anyway. It's just that, guys, you get trolls like these. I can't stand the word shame on me. I've been ashamed most of my bloody life because of mental health reasons. And then you get some Burke that comes along, a lady or man, I don't know who the hell it is, and says, I should be ashamed of myself. Why? Why should I be ashamed of myself? And then that's just your opinion. It doesn't mean your opinion is right. It's not right for me. As I said, I've been ashamed most of my life, and I'm not going to listen to you. Oh, yeah, shame on me. Okay, yeah, I'll take your advice. So please, why don't you make your own channel and then see how easy or difficult it is taking all these troll comments. I tell you, you wouldn't be able to handle it. And I'm the one with mental health problems. You have a channel, like a small channel, and you'll end up having mental health problems because it's very stressful. Yeah, there's another bloke saying, I don't know if he's joking. He was saying something like that £100 a week or whatever. It's less than £100 a week. It's about £80. It's zero. For the next 3 weeks, I don't get any money from my wife because we had to fix the boiler. And so I have to pay the next 3 weeks £300 towards it, and that's, you know, for 3 weeks I've got no money. So if anybody gives me any donations, that if I don't, then I'll eat some nettle, there's some figs, there's some apples, I'll eat things like that. And the dogs, I have just about enough money for 3 weeks for the dogs. Yeah, this bloke was saying, I think it was a lawyer or some I don't know if it's true, it could be a joke, saying something like the money that I get every week should be spent on, like, I spend it on the dogs. Basically, it's kind of, I don't know, I might have got it wrong. It's like fraud. I'm committing fraud or something like that. Another person actually wrote back, a quite intelligent person, and said, actually, it's not against the law. It's not against the law to, if the government give you money, it's up to you what you do with it, as long as the basic needs of children or adults are met. And then you can do what you like. You can smoke fags, you can, I don't know, go to the casino. You can do anything you want. Feeding pets, actually, I'm not sure if it's a right, but there is, he explained under one of, there's an act, an Animal Act 2006 or whatever. So animals should be protected. And it's okay for me to spend money on the dogs, to feed them just the basic food. I'm not giving them fucking caviar and salmon. I'm giving them the cheapest food. It's not their fault, is it, that I can't work or what, you know, whatever. And so I think he was saying something like, he was asking people here to report me to the, I don't know, HMRC. I don't know what it is. I think he's joking. I can't think it's true. But then the person said something like, we don't do like mob rule here in the UK. It's not right to do that. So that's quite a good answer this person gave. But I really don't think this person was, I think he was taking the piss, you know. But yeah, anyway, I don't think that's a troll comment. I think he was just taking the piss. I hope he was taking the piss. Yeah, anyway, so that's that. I'll speak to you guys later because I'm not sure if I've got enough fuel here. Yeah, dislike, subscribe, turn on the notification button, and I'll see you in a few days time, because I don't do videos every day now. It's just too stressful. So I'll do them 3 days a week from now on. Okay, I'll speak to you guys later. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye. And Patricia, stop sending me those bloody troll comments. Try and understand, you know, like when you send those comments, imagine if you were in my position and you lived my life, someone just comes along and starts battering you. You think you're the only one. I've had loads. Oh, you get your mum and dad's inheritance. As if I've come some fucking kind of evil octopus or some evil, like, animal, like monster. I'm not. If you understand how I grew up, I was always told, this house is for you, my son. And so I accepted it. It's a pact. A pact. It's a non-verbal, like, contract agreement between me and my parents. It's nothing to do with anybody outside. If they wanted to do that and they brought me up that way, what is it to you? It's not as if, as I said, I was 16, 18, I left home, I went gallivanting everywhere around the world, had birds, you know, got married or whatever. And at the end, when my parents are sick, oh, my mum and dad are sick, yeah, I want my money now. No, I never left home. I stayed with my parents all my life, the whole of my life. And as I said, I helped them with their house. So what's theirs is mine. What's mine is theirs. And it's not my fault I got divorced. Things happen, you know. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. Why do I have to bloody explain this all the time? I don't know, people jealous. There's nothing to be jealous about. You know, it's just money. I'm gonna be half the man that I used to be in a few months' time. Financially, anyway. I'll speak to you guys later. Bye. I know you guys love me ranting. I really ranted today. All right, bye.